Hello, everyone. This is Diamond Princess. Welcome to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome. I'm hoping you guys are having a very wonderful day today. It is really getting cold, and winter is coming, and I think it's gonna come in a couple of weeks. So fall is almost over, and we're gonna get some serious cold this time around because it is very cold. So I want to get into this topic of Aaron Carter. We all know that he recently passed away last Saturday at the age of 34. I tried my best to see if there was an autopsy reported because it's literally has been a week since he passed, and there has not been an autopsy yet, so I cannot report on that. But what I do know is that Aaron had like a memoir that he wrote, and he said that he did not want this memoir to be published for whatever reason. So I guess his estate, whoever his estate is, has to acknowledge his wishes because that was his wish not to publish the book. So I found out some other interesting things about Aaron Carter too. Because let me tell you something before I get into that. When Aaron Carter first came out, and he was known as Aaron Carter's, I mean, excuse me, Nick Carter's little brother, right? But he also made a name for himself. And when I was a kid, I used to have a big crush on Aaron Carter when I was a kid. I had a crush on his brother too, but Aaron was my age. So I had a crush on him more. So I remember hearing his first song, Hi Moonstone, Thank You for Coming. I remember his first song came out, and I loved it. And this is when before Aaron became a drug addict. This is it like in his early years of his career. And let me tell you, it everybody at my school had a crush on him. Everybody. Like it's just like Nick Carter didn't even exist anymore. Everything was like about Aaron Carter, right? Oh, really? Aaron Carter got you into white guys? Interesting. Interesting. What mostly remember is that I first heard of the Backstreet Boys back in 1997, 1998. And that's kind of around the same time. It's kind of around the same time they came out, the same time as In Sync. But that was a messy feud. But we're not here to talk about In Sync and Backstreet Boys feud. I like Jesse McCartney too. Yeah, he came out around the same time as Aaron Carter, and Aaron Carter was mostly a rapper. He was mostly a rapper, and all he like, to be honest with you, growing up along with Aaron Carter, I have not heard And like, first, before I get into all that, let me tell you why I believe Aaron Carter is the best rapper. Let me tell you something. Ever since I heard of Aaron Carter's music, I never heard him call women out their names. I never heard in his song, I'm gonna get money, get rich, or whatever, fuck bitches or whatever. He never said any of that in his music. He was not a gangster rapper. He was more like on the more fun side, on the more realistic side than Bow Wow when he came up. Well, I can say Bow Wow. He didn't come out much as like provocative as I don't think Bow Wow was much of provocative at all. But with Bow Wow, he was kind of hanging towards the edge of that gangster rap and all that stuff. But Aaron Carter stayed true to himself. He did not let the industry tell him what he needs to sing and what did he needs to do to get views. I never seen Aaron Carter in a video where women are twerking around him. Never in my life. He couldn't. He can't because he had the teeny pop, throb, a heartthrob image. I'm talking about in adulthood where he had all those tattoos and he started to act differently, and that's when he started to go on drugs. But I never seen Aaron Carter have a bunch of baby mamas on the side. Yeah, he dated uh, other girls back in the day, like Harry Duff, Lindsay Lohan, um, and other girls around that time because he was a big superstar back in the day. Every girl wants to be on Aaron Carter's arm because he had that charm about him that attract girls to him. But as years were rolling along, he started to get addicted to drugs because his career was not the same when he reached adulthood. Everything started spiraling around him. He started using drugs heavily, and Aaron Carter was not the boy that came out when he first started. Everybody started remember Aaron Carter now as this meth head that was on drugs, and he started blaming everybody for his own problem. But where did all that come from? That had to come from somewhere, because we cannot sit here and start assuming that Aaron Carter, it did not take accountability for his actions. He probably did. But you got to understand too, I don't think he had a great relationship with his brother either. I don't think and he said it himself. Him and his brother did not have a great relationship at all. Like, his brother would uh criticizing him about uh his lifestyle and other things like that, all that stuff that you did not hear before. It came out at the towards the end of Aaron Carter's life, and it's very sad because he really did want to make amends to his brother's relationship. But unfortunately, due to his passing, that never occurred. And, you know, it, it's kind of hard to hear that because it wasn't in the media. Not everybody know about Nick and Aaron Carter's fallout. Because if you guys also did not know that Aaron and Nick had a sister named Leslie, and she passed away back in 2012. And I think, and I do not want to assume this, okay? I think Leslie Carter was also a singer as well. I never heard of her, but she was only 25 years old. Like, that is young. Uh, it says here that on June 31st of 2012 that Leslie had fallen ill and had fallen in the shower, and she uh, was left unresponsive. And once she had fallen asleep, she never woke up. And I loved him too. I loved him too. I love Aaron Carter. I believe that something is going on in the Carter family that we do not know. And that's something that was never addressed. And now recently we had Aaron Carter died 10 years later. And all this is kind of crazy. Maybe may he rest in peace. Leslie had a drug issue. Aaron accused her of abusing him sexually. She is older. She was born like 2 years or a year after him, but I did not know that. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, doesn't isn't that telling? Like, wow, like, and they're not the only ones. We have Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina, who also died in the tub. I'm thinking that there's some kind of ritual going on in Hollywood. And I believe that Aaron was trying to get away from that as best as he can. But I think it finally catched up to him to the point where he could not escape. Um, Hollywood gets the messed up individuals and makes them stars. Exactly. Leslie had one single like while she left recording. He has a sister, BJ, and a twin angel. Aaron was ripped off by his folks. And I think he was talking about that too in that No Jumper interview about his relationship with his family, especially with his brother, because him and his brother they were not getting along, and I did not know that. And I think it some of it has to do with jealousy, maybe. It could has to do with jealousy because as you know, Aaron Carter, where I was getting at. Sorry, because okay, so Nick Carter, he he had his industry with the Backstreet Boys back in 2006. I think that's when the group just disbanded and nobody had a solo career from that group. And I think Nick was kind of jealous of Aaron because he was the more famous sibling than him. He had more hits. Well, as a solo artist, Aaron as a solo artist, and Nick had a lot of hits, but he was in the group, the Backstreet Boys. Nick Carter, I did not hear any songs from him that had a hit at all. You looked at their bio, family history says, yeah. I do think of all these waters related deaths are metaphysical. I think that's a new thing going on, and I find it very weird that that his family is dying from being in the bathtub or a shower. So he has two other sisters, Bobby Jean Carter, and she was also born. I think that's his twin, Bobby Jean Carter. Yeah, that's his twin. I didn't know he had. Oh, we have me and Aaron has something in common because he has a trans sister named Angel. Wow, man, I don't know what I'd do if I lost my twin brother. To be honest with you, I would go insane. I would go insane. So apparently, Nick is the oldest sibling out of the Carter siblings, right? So basically, I don't know why. I only can speculate what's going on between Nick and Aaron at the time. But yeah, in order to make money, did did cam soda soft horn for a gay mostly. Aaron felt slighted by Nick, who emancipated at 15 when he lived in Germany. Gosh, in Germany, the parents couldn't rip Nick off. While Whitney and Bobby Christina may have been sacrifices, Aaron was not relevant anymore. He scammed fans on IG for money sometimes. Well, im- I don't think it really matters whether people are famous or not. And they feel like if you are a sacrifice, you're going to be a sacrifice. Doesn't matter where you're relevant or not. It's kind of reminds me of baptism. It's supposed to be a symbol of purification, and all of these people who died in water are linked to drug use. Very strange coincidence. The family came out and said that Aaron was not suicidal at all. So they ruled that out. And I didn't see any signs of Aaron being suicidal either. And I couldn't see any signs of him doing drugs. So couldn't mental illness be a part of Aaron's death? Could that be like the reason why Aaron had died is because of his mental illness? Because I can kind of see that he kind of has like mental illness, but he's still aware of who he is. If you guys know what I'm going with that. But at the same time, I believe that he did not have any support from his family. His family did not call. They did not check on him to see if he was okay. Uh, None of that. It's just like he didn't exist to them. And now that Aaron is dead, it's kind of like, they regret it, and I want to give you guys this message. Please do not die having a grudge or holding a grudge against your loved ones, friends, whatever. Always find it into your heart to forgive, because you do not want to end up like the Carter brothers, where they had this beef for a long time and never reconciled. And I'm pretty sure you guys found the link in the community tab where I posted, where I did post the link to the No Jumper interview, and that was Aaron Carter's last interview after that, where he just discussed him and his brothers' beef with each other, and that kind of like never been resolved. Aaron had issues. He huffed dusters for years and did 15 over the counter drugs. He died broken with no family due to the restraining order. It's sad. I thought it says in an interview that he gave his baby mama the restraining order because she was acting out and acting belligerent. But let me tell you something. Who you are is who you going to attract. Okay? And Aaron Carter was kind of like attracting women that were also having issues and they didn't have it all together. And he for some reason, I can understand that Aaron was trying to recover. I do believe that. But it's not easy to fully recover that fast. It takes time, and it probably takes years to get out of the habit of drugs or anything. I'm trying to get this No Jumper interview. Let me see. And I want to touch on the what Aaron Carter was talking about. Was talking about. Hope you guys can hear it. Give me 1 second.
Today, I'm in here with the one and only Aaron Carter. Man, it's really nice to have you in here.
Thanks, man.
You get the vibe that you're a very fascinating guy, and that we're going to learn a lot today.
Well, what you want to know?
Are you denying being fascinating?
Me being fascinating?
Yeah.
You think I'm fascinating?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not denying it. I'm just keeping it real. You know, I'm just keeping it real. I'm out here making my money. I'm one of the like the only teen like kid that lost everything and lost all respect from the music industry and labels, and then I was able to work on music and produce for like 13 years and mentor under people like Deadmau5 and get their kind of advice. Like, Joel's a fucking prick, but like,
so when you think about your life's
but
trajectory,
I love him.
When you think about your life trajectory, you still think about yourself in kind of that child star thing. Like, are you never going to be able to beat that as having been an essential building block of your life?
Absolutely not. If you want me to get on some 6ix9ine shit, I'll get on it right now. Look, I'm fucking. I know, rat. But I still like Danny, and so I still like Daniel.
Oh, you're still supporting him?
Yeah, I still support Daniel. Yeah. If I had Treyway, fucking, get me involved in all this shit and then be like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, you put me in all this shit, just this shit to make me look like, I'm something that I'm not. Of course I'm going to rat.
Things would have been a lot different if at the height of your popularity, you had joined the Bloods.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't know what set I claim.
You're right. I don't. So are you affiliated? I've always avoided them myself.
I'm affiliated with lots of people. So that's the difference. That's what people don't understand about me, Adam, is that they think they know me. All these like Backstreet Boy fans, these weird, creepy, haggard, toothless, like fucking fat, like Haggerty, I'm sorry. I missed when when all these fans of Backstreet Boys got their doctorates and their law degrees, and they know exactly what to say to me. So I fight the bullies back, man. I fight them and I put them on fucking blast.
You feel like they're kind of like they treat you as a punching bag because it is a bunch of like old ass people who just want somebody dramatic to kind of talk about.
Well, if we're talking about old people, you think about if you look at Wikipedia right now and troll mythology. I mean, it literally look. Let me explain something to you. Let me show you how it works.
So what, people are fucking with your Wikipedia page?
No. I'm gonna look up troll mythology, right?
Troll mythology
goes back. Watch. The is that he's come at me before, Adam. Why would he say that's the first time you came at me?
Right.
Because he got mad because I whooped his ass in the bathroom.
Because you finally fought back?
No, I whooped his ass. I put him in a chokehold and almost made him pass out.
Right.
And then he passed out in the bathroom. I walked out of the bathroom. They didn't fucking film that.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I'm a real motherfucker.
When you look back
these people, no. Let me explain to you. These people got it fucking twisted, bro. They don't know who I am. That's why I'm fucking sitting here with you.
Because I'm a real one.
You're a real one, but not only that, they don't know my culture. They don't know my identity. I can identify with myself.
So is it weird for you to be so closely associated with the boy band thing, which is sort of inherently fake? Yeah, but you've got fans showing up at your house that are mad at you.
They're not my fans.
Right. But what was that?
That was Navi from
okay, but so is it odd for you? And before we even get more into this, I do want to say that this podcast is sponsored by Tunes Audio, Tunes headphones.
Hey, gang.
They've been sponsoring this podcast. It's the illest headphones in the street. If you go to tunesaudio.com, you can get a pair for a pair of $250 headphones for only $40 for a limited time. And the colors red, white, and black are all in stock. In order for you to get them at that discount code, you have to use the color code of choice at checkout. You can tag them at Tunes Audio when you receive your purchase for a chance to win an exclusive one-of-a-kind pair of headphones. I tell you, I wear the Tunes headphones in the gym every day while I'm doing cardio, listening to podcasts.
Yeah, they're about to send me the wireless pods that they got. So I'm actually really excited for that. I have like 12 different pairs of headphones in my studio.
One day we will do a deep dive into what almost happened between Daniel Hernandez 6'9" and Tunes.
Let's go.
Whatever. There's a crazy history about what almost happened endorsement contract.
Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to figure out which one is for his brother. This interview was like 3 years ago. Let me see if I can't find that here.
That I can forgive?
Yeah, that you
because she made amends to me before she died and said, I'm sorry that I did what I did to you.
Okay.
So that's my sister. And she also has a daughter, Alyssa, that's 5 years old, and I have to protect that, but I have to also speak my truth because it's what helps me with my aftercare of being 2 years sober.
Right.
So people might not consider this sober, but fuck you, because I'm an advocate for weed, and it actually helps me stay off of huffing duster because I was huffing dusters.
How did you get into duster? Actually, let's go all the way back. Oh, she's the one who got you.
Leslie's the one that got me into huffing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's one that never even crossed my mind. But is that a really short high? Like it only lasts for a minute or two?
It lasts for like 20 seconds, and you hallucinate. You get fucked up. It's it's fucking terrible.
Compared to doing whippets.
10 times stronger.
10 times stronger.
Maybe 1,000 duster cans.
But you just are going through these cans all day, every day, just getting fucked.
Well, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
What were you mixing it with?
Nothing.
You weren't doing Xans and all this other stuff.
Oh no, I was mixing it with Xans and everything. Yeah.
So when did you get addicted to opiates? How did that start?
I never got addicted to opiates.
Okay.
So I got punched in the jaw by my drummer.
Yeah. How did that happen? That was 2017.
Yep.
Okay.
So you heard about that?
Yeah.
I got punched in the jaw, and he broke my jaw in 3 places. Because
why did you do that?
Why do you do that? Because we were doing a charity gig for a little girl. And we're cool now. PD Pete, my drummer, We're cool now, but I mean, he took $3,000 because Sony wasn't paying him.
Okay.
And so there was a $30,000 deal for an event for a girl with cancer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we just found out that Aaron's drug habits came from his sister. His sister was the one that started him on drugs, and he been on drugs ever since then. That's kind of interesting as you hear about it, because we always hear about people that friends, family, cousins, whatever, that you get hooked on drugs is because of them. And once you get hooked on drugs, they're not there to help you wean it off, because they're so far gone in their drug habits. So basically, that's pretty much what it is.
Is that like I'm one of the dopest fucking producers in the game. I was not credited for selling almost 2 million records on an album that I produced that has.
So do you feel like you were using the music to solve the stuff that you were dealing
I
with?
wrote.
So do you feel like you?
Oh, I'm stuck in this place, so hot the glass breaks. Up to have Angel and Corey, her husband who works there, come to the Grove and violate my TRO, temporary restraining order.
Oh.
And then I got the fuck out.
Wow.
And the cops showed up and they're like, well, we have to drop this case because he did the right thing.
Right.
Because I'm smart as fuck.
Why?
Do I sound dumb to you?
No, not at all.
I mean, let's be real. Like, I you know what? Yeah, I'm not completely fucking humble. I'm not completely fucking, not narcissistic. I am a little bit. And I deserve that. I've earned that. Just like Wiz Khalifa said. This is my anthem, all right? Look, I'm going to play you my anthem real quick.
Just don't play too much of it because we don't want to get this claimed.
No, Wiz, I'm talking to Wiz right now.
The label might not. Yeah. We need that.
And I'm building 25 homes there right now.
Will you stock No Jumper Cannabis in store?
I will. Yes. $10,000 in the last 45 days off of my clothing line.
Whoa! I need to get into this line of work. Anybody want to buy some bleached hoodies? I'll do it.
And they're not just bleached. It's real silver on the love.
Oh, really? It's real silver.
Yeah, it's real silver. And it's got 5 different paint palettes.
How much you?
You know what? I just honestly like.
Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find let me see if I can break this down a little bit better. Because I'm still trying to find out the information on what he said about his brother. Let me see here.
Cat Coalition, where are we on Alaska Airlines?
Cannot play the advertisement. All these advertisements gets on my nerves. But it's almost over. Let's hold on. Another one. But yeah, I will never oh my goodness.
Right now?
Really?
Yep. And I got my real estate license.
How do you find enough time to take on all these pursuits?
Because I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm working on my clothing line right now. Right. So I actually made something for you.
Yeah, I heard about that. We're gonna bring that out momentarily. But so
I custom worked on something for you last night and today.
So you're a real Renaissance man. Like you're pursuing all kinds of different stuff. Do you feel like the drugs
that went gold and platinum in 20 countries?
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm 2 for 2. So we're gonna talk 6ix9ine, just like he said to you. I'm 2 for 2.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, Fool's Gold was on Top 40 Radio.
Okay.
All right. Sooner or later, Top 40 Radio. Uh-huh. Sooner or later has Carter from being who he is Harvey Weinstein.
Whoa, you think he's the Harvey Weinstein?
He is a fucking Harvey Weinstein, and he's going down by the table.
Do you think it's likely that there will be actual charges and that he'll face repercussions in court of law?
Now it's up to the FBI.
They're investigating him?
I did what I could. The police, bro. I got all the police report documents.
So that's why you related to 6ix9ine is because you snitched on your brother to the feds?
I ain't snitching.
Is it snitching?
No.
if you report
I
your
ain't
brother
snitching.
for forcing
No,
you to
what
drink
I'm
at 10 years
doing,
old?
what I'm doing is I'm letting everybody know that what happened is that I endured abuse. When I was 10 to 13 years old, I was molested and raped by my sister who died from overdose, Leslie.
Wow.
She raped me from 10 to 13 because she had bipolar.
So you went to the funeral and he didn't, even though you were the one who endured the abuse. Did she rape him as well?
Did he rape her? You mean?
Or did she rape him as well?
Nick?
Yeah.
No, Nick's our older brother. He's the oldest of the family. You kidding me?
Oh, okay. So
fuck
she
you up.
could, but you were younger, so she could. Yeah.
Yeah. Nick will
Really?
fuck you up.
Wow.
Not
you
me,
went
though.
to the funeral because that's really interesting. I was just hearing some people have that
But
conversation. Would you go to Epstein's funeral if you were his friend?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
Too
No, I wouldn't go
horrific.
to Nick's funeral.
But what about her? Like, what was the difference between her that she did something so horrific to you and that you could just forgive?
With who?
With the Leslie.
That I can forgive?
Yeah, that you were able
Because
to
she
go
made
to the
amends to me
funeral.
before she died and said, I'm sorry that I did what I did to you.
Okay.
So that's my sister. And she also has a daughter, Alyssa, that's, 5 years old. And I have to protect that. But I have to also speak my truth because it's what helps me with my aftercare of being 2 years sober.
Right.
So people might not consider this sober, but fuck you. Because I'm an advocate for weed and it actually helps me stay off of huffing duster because I was huffing dusters.
How did you get into duster? Actually, let's
Leslie,
go all the way
Leslie.
back. Oh, she's the one who got you
Leslie's
into
the one that got me into huffing.
Wow.
Yeah. At like
That's the one
16.
that never even crossed my mind.
I never got addicted to opiates.
Okay.
So I got punched in the jaw by my drummer.
Yeah, how did that happen? That was 2017?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys heard that interview. Okay, so if you guys don't remember what actually happened with Nick Carter was accused of sexually assaulting some random women, I believe, and all these allegations are coming out against him, and I can't remember if what was going on at that time. I did hear about that because Aaron Carter is accused of raping a couple women or molesting a couple of women. I don't know. This is why you cannot be a groupie to no one. You cannot be a groupie to no one. Okay, because this is what happens when you get too close to people in the industry, because they feel like they're so rich they can get away with stuff like this. And to tell you the truth, you can't. And his sister, this is new to me, his sister raped him from 10 to 13 years old. Basically, that went on to almost 4 years. I would never imagine that he went through that, and it probably haunt him before she passed. That probably damaged him too, and he probably could never get over that. That's hard to get over when somebody just takes your virginity. Especially when they're a family member, that hurts the most. Because your family members are supposed to protect you, especially when they're older. But and Aaron, like in most cases, it doesn't happen that way. Let me see. I'm trying to look up for something. So Aaron Carter did not get charged for sexually assault, but according to Aaron, According to Aaron, he called him the Harvey Weinstein. So there's a lot of things that, oh goodness. I never was a groupie growing up. I really I love um listening to certain artists and their music, but I was not like a groupie like that where I want to hang around with certain artists and go on tour like that. I stayed away from that because I know stuff like that is dangerous, very dangerous. But this interview was 3 years prior to his passing, and they were not talking to each other. Like for real, they were not talking to each other. Shirley Temple was brutally sexually assaulted in Hollywood life. Yeah, yeah, you hear like a lot of things behind the scenes of what was really going on in Hollywood. Bow Wow was sexually assaulted by his bodyguard, and he said that. He said that. Next, supposedly raped Melissa Squirman of the band Dream. Aaron himself has been accused of smashing 13, 15-year-old girls that are on his street dream team. Aaron did mention that. He did mention that people were accusing him of being around girls ages of 13 and 15, but he never did anything with them. And I believe him. You know, he like what can he do with teenagers? What can he do with teenagers? Yeah, yeah. He Elvis. We already know about Elvis doing pedophile shit, but that was back in the '60s and '70s, and you know how white people protect their own. They don't. He wouldn't have gone away with it. Ugh. Corey Holm was tricked into getting raped by his director. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. He killed himself. I think back in 2013 because all that rape and stuff really carries on and it destroys a person's soul. So basically, Corey couldn't take it no more and he ended his life. Was it Charlie Sheen? Oh my God. Speaking of Charlie Sheen, do you know Charlie Sheen attracted HIV? I'm not surprised if Corey was raped by Charlie Sheen. That fool has HIV. And when I heard of it, you like stuff that you see on a person, you would never think that they would do something like that. But then they will come clean about it or they will get ousted about it. Wow. Wow. His mom took a cash payment and kept shut. Wow. That's crazy. Oh yeah, his mom. His mom should be ashamed of herself. I'll bet you now that she's feeling guilty that her son is no longer on this earth. She should feel bad on what she did. Yeah, he did contract HIV. He had to come out because somebody else was going to oust him out. So he decided to do it himself. Dan Snyder had allegations for years. I know. I heard that Jamie Lynn Spears pregnant and try to cover her up to make it seem that it was her boyfriend that got her pregnant. And I also heard that he sexually assaulted Amanda Bynes. I heard that he verbally assaulted Jeanette McCarthy. This dude done a lot of things, and I'm surprised that he is not in jail. I'm very surprised he's not in jail. He should have been in jail a long time ago. A very long time ago. That's why Amanda Bynes is so fucked up. Poor woman. Like, that's why she's so fucked up. Like, you see her, you guys remember what happened to Amanda Bynes 10 years ago when she started going to court wearing these crazy wigs, started to get drugged out and all that stuff. It's because of what happened to her when she was a child. Being sexually assaulted by a pervert. He's a pervert. Really, really big pervert. And the sad thing about it is that I liked it Dan Snyder in Good Burger. He played the manager in Good Burger. Man, I would never look at Good Burger the same. Law enforcement is a business. Mm-hmm. When you're rich, you can get away with anything. Well, it seemed that way. It depends on who it is, to be honest with you. Because not everybody that's rich is getting away with stuff. It depends on who it is. But, you know, Aaron, man. May you rest in peace. I wish this never happened. Because I believe that I never heard from the mom. The dad passed away back in 2007. I never heard Aaron Carter talk about whooping a bitch's ass or having a bunch of baby mamas or clapping back at rappers or getting into it with rappers. I never heard that. The only issue that he had was his drug habits. Aaron Carter kept it simple back in the day. Kept it very simple. And when I heard about his death, I just couldn't believe it because he has so much ahead of him. He could have came back to the music game if he wanted to, or continue to produce an artist. But I think the reason why, and this is just my theory, this is all alleged. Everything I say is alleged. I think the reason why Aaron Carter got killed is because he was too real for the industry. He said what was on his mind and he said what needed to be said, and he was not going to sugarcoat nothing. And this is what I respect about Aaron Carter. I respect him for that because he is not going to hide nothing about what happened to him during his childhood, what is going on in the music industry, and what's going on between him and his brother. Like, he made it simple and clear that him and his brother was not getting along. Him and his brother was not getting along back then. And Aaron Carter was real about himself. He was telling nothing but the truth about himself because Aaron Carter knows himself. He's old enough to know who he is as a person, what he would stand for and what he would not stand for. And people would kind of brush it off as him being an asshole, of him not making any sense, but you guys have to listen to the interview clearly. Clearly, Aaron Carter is a realist. You guys might think that, oh, he's a meth head, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Aaron Carter knows what he's talking about. It's clear as day. This dude is now on drugs. You can tell he's not in his drug. He's sober. He's very sober. He hated his replacements. Aaron hated Jesse McCartney, Justin Bieber, Cody Simpson, Austin Mayhem. Did he really hate them? I don't know, because when I was researching him, he really didn't have. I didn't see anything he had a problem with him. I just know that he had a problem with certain people. But I'm pretty sure Aaron saw them as competition because they was around the same era as he was. But Aaron, I don't think Aaron was hating that much. Because Jesse McCartney, as much that I am a big fan of his, I love me some Jesse McCartney. He didn't make it big in the industry. Cody Simpson did not make it in the industry. Justin Bieber, he's still around, but he doesn't make music like that. And Austin Mayhem, his career is over. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. His career is over. But Justin Bieber, he really doesn't. Ever since he got married, he has not been making music like that. Yeah, pretty much he faded into obscurity. I haven't heard Jesse McCartney make any music lately. He felt they were out to replace him. He hates him. He said this on his Instagram live. I never followed Aaron Carter on Instagram, but I don't think none of Jesse McCartney or Cody Simpson or none of these boys were out to replace him. Now the music industry, though, will probably try to turn them into the next Aaron Carter, but it wouldn't work. Aaron Carter is his own lane. He had his own sound and everything. Like, I don't think that none of Justin Bieber, because I never heard Justin Bieber try to rap at all. Justin Bieber, I think he kind of, with him, ever since he became like a teenager, he kind of like started messing up and getting into the wrong crowd, doing stuff that was annoying as fuck. But ever since he married Hailey Bieber, he calmed the fuck down, because Hailey Bieber, let me tell you something. Hailey Bieber is not going to put up with any crap from his nonsense. She would tell him straight up that she would not put up with any of that hoodlum nonsense that he is spewing. And I bet you that straightened him up real quick. Jesse faded. He had one big album, Beautiful Soul, then ruined it. I wonder what he did. I wonder what he did to ruin it. Because you have all these kids ruining their careers. I don't know anything about Austin Mayhem. I know Cody Simpson did not have a big career. I know Justin Bieber, he almost ruined his career. Almost. He almost ruined his career. Because this dude had problems. He was hanging around with the hip hop crowd. And he was crossing over to the other side, to the hip hop side. Nah, hell no. Nah. But I'll tell you this with Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter was not a wannabe. He was not a wannabe at all. You could tell he was himself. He was not trying to change for nothing. Justin Bieber, after that, bubblegum pop era that he done, he was trying to cross over to the hip hop side and it did not fit him at all. That Canadian born bastard, excuse my language, but it did not fit him. It's just like he was just thrown in there. And hip hop really doesn't suit Justin Bieber. It really doesn't suit him at all. And that was a bad move. That was pretty bad. Let me see. Who is X Dean? X. I don't know who X and the Star is. I don't know who that is. I haven't even heard of those people. His second album. I really don't know who Xing is. I don't know. Xing is. I don't know who that is. It is so crazy. Like, damn. And to see, because they're not going to put an autopsy out, because when they don't put autopsy out on celebrities, that's kind of suspicious, y'all. And it's been a week. They should have been knew what caused his death. So I'm thinking that it was some kind of ritual or something. Or they probably killed him because he was speaking too much truth. And that does happen. Oh, they were friends of Aaron's? Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. I remember he was hanging out with Little Twist, but I bet they didn't even speak now. I don't even know who Little Twist is. I don't even know who these artists are because these artists has not grown into becoming something. I never heard of Xena or Little Twist. I have not heard of them before. Aaron was authentic, but it pissed him off. Folks compared him to Jesse McCartney and Justin Bieber. I bet it did because let me tell you something. Jesse McCarthy and Justin Bieber were not rappers. They were singers. Aaron was a rapper. He rapped in most of his songs. So I don't know. I cannot see the comparison here. Aaron Carter was kind of like a hip hop artist. Jesse and Justin were in like the pop category, so I don't see the comparison in that one. I don't even see the comparison in Jesse McCartney and Justin Bieber. I really don't see the comparison in that. Little Twist was a rapper who faded into obscurity back into the 2010s. Wow. I tell you, some people like when they become one hit wonders. They become one hit wonders, and after that, they don't blow up. You don't hear from them again. Let me look up Little Twist. Maybe something will pop up or something. Maybe some music will stand out. Did Little Twist hang out with Aaron? No, never heard of that one. Mm-mm. No. Let me see. Um, Never heard of Little Twist. Mm, I don't know. Mm-mm. Oh, he hung out with Justin Bieber. Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. No, I never heard of Little Twist. Justin Bieber became the biggest pop star. So, no. No. So let me think. All right. So yeah, it's very sad that our favorite stars are dying. It was just a week before Aaron that Takeoff passed away. Takeoff passed away from being shot at a bowling alley. N- uh, it's just so tragic. I don't know what else to say on this. It's something that should have been avoided. You know, it's something that should have been avoided. People should have checked up on Aaron to make sure he's okay. Even his baby mama should have checked up on him. Because I heard she was pretty cuckoo. Okay, she um attacked him and trying to start some shit with him and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm so done with this. Okay, you guys, it's been an hour. I think it's been an hour. Has it been an hour? Let me see, y'all. Let me see. Yep, it has been an hour, and I really don't want to stay on. But um, if I do hear an autopsy report, then I will put it into my community tab. However, there has not been any any results yet. Um, if you guys want to watch the full interview of Aaron Carter on No Jumper, please go to my community tab and watch the full interview. This is his last interview that he had before his passing. I really want you guys to go and check that out and see what he has to say about Kanye West, because he gave Kanye. Let me tell you something. He spoke his mind about Kanye West and losing the brand deals, about his family, and other topics that were being explained. So please go on to my community tab and watch that interview because the link is already on the community tab. Please check that out. Other than that, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys will know when I upload videos or when I go live. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.